Hello everyone, welcome to Homework Help. If you find the video useful, please subscribe to the channel. In this video, we'll solve this problem using concepts of cosine function trigonometry model. As per the problem, determine an equation for each cosine function. We are given these two graphs. We have to write a cosine function equation for these two graphs. Let's start with the one on the left side. The first step is to write the general equation of a transformed cosine function. The equation is in this equation, constants a, k, d, and c are responsible for transformation of the parent cosine function. Different teachers use different letters for a, k, d, and c, but the rules and the transformations are the same. Let's analyze the given graph. As per the given graph, the maximum value for the function is 5. The minimum value is -3. We can use these values to calculate the amplitude and equation of axis for this function. The formula for amplitude is maximum value minus minimum value divided by 2. The amplitude is 4. The formula for equation of axis is maximum value plus minimum value divided by 2. Equation of axis is a horizontal line, so we write it as an equation y equals 1. Next, we can find the period for the function from the given graph. Period is the length of one full cycle for the function. It can be the distance between two consecutive maximum points or minimum points on the graph of the function. For this function, we can calculate the period as the distance between these two consecutive maximum points. As per the scale on the x-axis, 3 squares are equivalent to pi units. So 1 square is equivalent to pi over 3 units. That means the x-coordinate for the maximum point A is negative pi over 3. Because this x value is 1 square to the left side of the origin. For the next maximum point B, the x value is pi. So the distance between points A and B can be calculated as pi plus pi over 3. There is a very important concept we need to understand and memorize to find period from given graph. The denominator of pi is 1, the common denominator is 3, so the period is 4 pi over 3. Now we can find the values of a, k, d, and c for this function. For this given graph, we can use positive cosine function. So a value will be equal to the amplitude, which is 4. For k, we can use the formula for period. The period is 4 pi over 3. We can simplify this expression by writing it as a division statement. We can change this division statement into multiplication statement and flip the fraction 4 pi over 3 to 3 over 4 pi. We can cancel out the pi's. We can reduce 2 and 4. So k is equal to 3 over 2. Now we can find the d value. D value represents phase shift or horizontal translation. For a cosine function with no phase shift or horizontal translation, the maximum point is on the y-axis. We can use either point A or B in the graph to find the phase shift for this function. Let's use point B for this problem. Point B has been translated pi units to the right side because point B is pi units away from the y-axis on its right side. Since the horizontal translation is to the right side, the d value should be positive and it is equal to pi. We can use either point A or point B for phase shift. The equation will be considered correct. Next, we can find the C value. C value is obtained from equation of axis. C value is equal to the value for equation of axis. C is equal to 1. Now we can use these values to write the equation for the function. This is the equation for the first graph. Now we can analyze the second graph. Let's start by writing the general equation of a transformed cosine function. As per the given graph, the maximum value for the function is 1. The minimum value is -4. We can use these values to find the amplitude and equation of axis for this function. The formula for amplitude is maximum value minus minimum value divided by 2. Next, we can find the equation of axis. The formula is maximum value plus minimum value divided by 2. Equation of axis is a horizontal line, so we write it as equation y equals -3 over 2. Next, we can find the period for the function. Period is the length of one full cycle for the function. It can be the distance between the consecutive maximum points or minimum points on the graph. For this graph, we can use the maximum points A and B. The x-coordinate for point A is 2. because on the x-axis, each square is equivalent to 2 units. The x-coordinate for point B is 10. So the period is 10 minus 2, which is equal to 8. Now we can find the a, k, d, and c values for this function. Let's start with the a value. We can use positive cosine function for this graph. So the a value will be equal to the amplitude 5 over 2. For k value, we can use the formula for period. D value represents phase shift or horizontal translation. In a cosine function with no phase shift or horizontal translation, the maximum point is on the y-axis. For this function, we can use point A to find the phase shift. Point A is translated 2 units to the right side from the y-axis. Therefore, phase shift is equal to 2 units to the right side. So the D value is equal to positive 2. C value is obtained from equation of axis. We got negative 3 over 2 for equation of axis. So C is equal to negative 3 over 2. Now we can write the equation for the cosine function. This should be the final answer for the second graph. So these are the steps you have to keep in mind to solve a problem like this one. I hope you'll find this video useful. Please share it, like it, and subscribe to Homework Help. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye.